right, so today we are asking the universe if your soulmate is a foreigner to you. Okay? So basically, where does your soulmate live? Do they live near you? Etc. So that's what we're going to get into. Okay? So we have group 1, 2, and 3. You can pause the video if you need to. Okay, and we will get started with group 1. Hi, group 1. Okay, let's see what we have. Interesting. Okay. Yes, okay, so right away I'm gonna say yes. It doesn't actually look like they have stayed put. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe that is how you might meet them, okay? Because they are going to be a foreigner to you, right? So that means that they came from somewhere. So here we have them leaving, okay? So it looks like they're going east, possibly northeast, okay? And then we have, to me, okay, this is my symbol for being a foreigner, from being from another country, because me, I don't come from a place that has, this to me depicts like Middle Eastern area, okay? You know, like more deserty, Jerusalem, okay? That type. So to me, that is foreign, all right? If I lived there, I would probably read it as being at home. But to me, this is what the universe is telling me. So to me, yes, this is someone who is a foreigner to you. And it's interesting that both of these cards are now looking west, right? So this person took off, to me, originally I said east, even though it is technically maybe northeast. But then they are looking backwards, back west, right? So it looks like they did actually move somewhere. And this card is telling me that, so they moved east, right, from where they were. They're now reminiscing, missing home, looking back west, okay? So you are probably west to their, original home country, okay? This card, the Page of Swords, is telling me that they might have done this because they have some sort of mission, okay? They have something they want to do, something they want to spread information or get information. They could be maybe like a journalist or some sort of, something like that. And it's also, it could be journalist because this is a communication card as well. Something like that. It also could be education, okay? So they could have moved east for education. You know, they could be studying something. They could actually be studying, like they could be from America and they moved to maybe Northern Africa, Middle Eastern area to study something, right? Study that area or languages there, something like that. Oh, languages would make sense because we have the communication card. So that would make a lot of sense. Okay, we also have cup cards, okay? So this is water. So they're a water sign, most likely. If not, then it is very prominent in their chart. Okay? Which is, oh. Well, see, that's weird because I picked up on this card with like the clouds and stuff, the air. But these both are cups, so they could have the air, like, okay, they could have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, maybe in their chart somewhere, right? Like maybe in their moon or something, rising maybe. And then we have water, which would be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, okay? But yeah, I'm really getting the feeling that they moved east. I'm thinking maybe because of some sort of communication. So it could be education, something like that. But it's some sort of like mission that they're on. It's not like they did it because they had to. I think they chose it because this is what they feel is their like personal mission or something, you know, their education, their journey that they've chosen. Okay, let's see what else we have. That is interesting. Now look at how both of them are also again facing that way. So it's like they left this place and then all the new cards. So yeah, I'm getting that they definitely are a foreigner to where you are. I feel like they moved near you. Huh. Yeah, and that makes sense because I feel like they've done well, okay? Because they did move. So I feel like they were prepared. It's not like they were a refugee or anything like that. Like I feel like they did this on purpose, right? And they were prepared. They brought things. Um, so they're okay. Like they're sitting comfortable. Okay, that's the like situation I get. But they are a little bit closed off. So I feel like they haven't quite moved in, you know, as a foreigner. They're still a foreigner where they are. Let's take it like that's kind of how I'm getting it. Um, you know, they're enjoying it and obviously everything like that, but I feel like yeah, they might not know the language. That could be it. Maybe again, communication. I feel like this is pretty strong. This has the communication card, something like that. It's very important. So it's education or language again. So maybe that's why they are a little closed off a little bit. Still looking back because I think they are quite homesick still. Okay. But I don't think that you know it's enough to where they're gonna move away. Like that, you know, we have the Emperor card and the Four of Pentacles, so it's like they're just prepared. They're ready to stay there for a while. So it's not like you're gonna meet them and then, you know, they're gonna whiff away, right? No, I think they're gonna stay because they are quite comfortable where they are. They just, I don't know, they haven't really been spending a lot of their money or anything like that. I feel like they just kind of live this, whatever their mission is, education, something like that. So they could be in, you know, doing some sort of like abroad studying or maybe even like on the job studying. Like they could be an archaeologist, something like that, where they are actually, you know, really busy doing whatever they're doing. So they are a little bit closed off. I feel like this is their, like, now, okay? So what they're currently at, where they are, I feel like, yeah, they're alright. They're doing okay, and they don't plan on leaving. Even though, you know, they are a foreigner. But I feel like they came to stay, or for an extended stay, at least. Okay. Let's get this. So, okay. Alright, that's not bad. So we have the Three of Cups. So again with the cups. So there's a lot of cups going on. But yeah, Three of Cups is always good. So that is a celebration in a way. Okay, it's being with friends. So maybe that's how you'll meet them. Through friends. Maybe that's you know, however they're here, like maybe it is some sort of studying or a job, something like that, and you'll meet them that way. So it'll be like through colleagues or students, fellow students, you know, fellow colleagues, really. Something like that. Like it doesn't have to be definitely, you know, either friends or colleagues, you know. That's why always say something like that because it's gonna, but there's so many options. I don't want to just pinpoint it to something. Okay, let's see what else we have. Let's see if All right, so we have romantic feelings and new love. Okay, so it might not be someone you know, okay, because we do have new love. Um, Interesting that they're both in blue in both these pictures. So the person, when you first meet them, they could be wearing blue. Like where it's almost head to toe, right? Like it's a lot of blue. But yeah, so romantic feelings and new love. I'm feeling like it is okay. So it's gonna be one of those soulmate connections, right? I don't think you know them yet, clearly, because they obviously are from another country than you. So you might have just recently met them, or you are going to. Okay, obviously. Um, and yeah, it's gonna. I feel like right away you're gonna have the romantic feelings because that's first, and then new love. So it is going to be. It's not gonna be someone that got away. Okay. Okay, let's see what else the last three we have. Ah. Oh. Okay, so the moon. The moon is Pisces, and we have a lot of cups going on. Okay. All right, so we have the compass and a little bit of a map here. All right, so that does tell me again that it is geographical. Okay, so it did take them some sort of directions to get to where you are, which is telling me again that they are foreign to where you are. Because you wouldn't need a compass if you're in familiar territory, right? So I feel like they have used this compass, right, to get somewhere new. We also have a rainbow. It's like getting to the end of the rainbow. They had like a goal, they have a mission, whatever this mission is. Then we have this is the universe is secretive card. That's what I basically get from this card. That it's not going to give up too many answers. That's what I get from this. Because there's a key, there's no lock, right? Then we have a genie lamp, right? So you can't. These two don't work together, right? So it's giving you answers, but no way to actually get to the answers. Okay. So there is some sort of secret. So, and sometimes this does have to do with manifesting as well. So sometimes I feel like someone is manifesting someone, but the other person doesn't know. Which would make sense because you are soulmates. So one of you is probably currently manifesting the other person. And then this just tells me again Pisces. And we also have blue. Oh, all of them are pretty blue. So again, this whole side here is telling me blue. Look for blue. Because the whole background here, all the backgrounds are blue, and then blue there. Alright. So yeah, okay, so the answer to that question is yes. And I believe they came from the west, from where you are, okay? So west of you. And they traveled east toward you, okay? Could possibly be wearing blue. And if you do know them, then the next time you see them, if they're wearing blue, that could be a sign, okay? Possibly a Pisces, if not a water sign, okay? If not a Pisces, definitely water. And could have a little bit of air in there, but I'm not going to be too crazy about that. I'm really, definitely, I feel the water, okay? And you may meet them through friends. Some sort of like maybe a get-together, a party, just like a small celebration, like someone's birthday party, and it's whatever, or it's through work. It's something that has to do with other people. It's not going to be like just a random encounter. I feel like it is going to be through people that you know mutually, and that is how you guys are going to meet. Okay, let's get some charms. And we're going to ask the pendulum probably like 2 questions. I've got to get a bigger bowl. This bowl is so small, all my stuff tries to fall out. Okay. Are we in? Yeah, okay. Okay. So, let's do letters. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh. This has never actually happened before. I don't know. Cat. C-A-T. I don't know. Okay, so that almost, I don't remember the last time that happened, so it always lands on a letter. So we're going to take all of those letters, alright? So we have an H, a D, an L, and an L. Okay. So it could be Del, Della, Dill, I know that's a name. We also have H, H-D, okay, L-L, Hill. And then we also have, I'm really unsure how to read this, you guys, so take that for whatever that means to you. It does spell out cat altogether, okay? Alright, so we're just going to leave that up there. Those are all the letters. Okay. Oh, okay, so we have Sandy. Now, Sandy, number one, first thing I think of is Texas, right? So she's from Texas. I want to say she's from maybe Dallas, I think. So that's very American. So, and it could just stand for that region, right? So maybe, the whole Texas, the southwestern type, south area, that region, near Mexico, that type of region there. So, that could be helpful for you. Also, I don't know, that's like the main thing I'm feeling from that, but Sandy could stand for a lot of things, like she could stand for being a scientist as well, because she is a scientist, she builds like rockets and stuff. But I'm really getting location from her, which is also, our question, so that makes sense. Okay. Also, this could like be hill, so they could live near a hill, right? Isn't Dell also like some sort of, well, that could spell out a bad word, but obviously they're not going to be from there. Um, isn't Dell like like a Dell? I feel like that's like a location, geographical type of thing, isn't it? But I don't really know what it is. Like some sort of cave, or I don't really know. What's a Dell? If anybody knows, let me know. Okay, so we have a butterfly. Okay, purple. Purple stands for, purple normally stands for like royalty, but this is a light purple, so it's more like springtime, Easter time, something like that. So it really just means like change. Okay, it's usually, springtime is the biggest change, I feel like, that humans feel. Like, yeah, we know when it gets snowy and stuff, but we're so excited when it's spring. So it's the biggest change of the year is springtime. So definitely a big change. Okay. Okay. So this is self-reflection. This is interesting. So again with the mission, I feel like that's what this is speaking of. So the reason why they came to where you are, something about self-reflection, something that they want to learn within themselves, okay? They want to gain some sort of wisdom, some sort of enlightenment. It's definitely a personal mission, why they came to your area. Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have? We have three. Wow, interesting. Okay, so the Empress. Hmm. And then this is interesting as well, because we have two. So this is like, I know it's weird because they're a jester, right? They're like a fool. That's what, they're not a clown, okay? They're like a fool. But that is the best of the best, okay? So a fool is not just an idiot. They actually are hired for kings, right? That is what that tells me. So they are the best of the best. They are worthy of being in front of a king. And then we have my not seeing something clearly. I feel like the Empress belongs with the self-reflection, okay? I feel like that is what they're trying to reach. They're trying to reach that place where they really feel confident in what they're talking about, right? I feel like it's education. That's really what I keep going towards. But it doesn't have to be, because we have this change. It's like they're trying to either learn something or make a change, okay? Learn something, or in order to make this change or be an advocate for something, be a professor, something like that. Or, like I said earlier, like archaeology, where they're trying to dig up something. They're trying to get enlightenment on something that's bothering them or that they want to fix. There's something personal to them. So this could be either talking about that, okay? So they're missing something, and that is why they're near you, okay? They're not seeing something clearly, and they're looking for those answers. Or this could be speaking of you. I'm not really sure yet. Like, my finger doesn't want to put it with that group. So it's almost like these belong together, but I'm not quite sure why. It's something about being like you know, that could be what it is. Maybe they don't even realize that they're as good as they are at what they're doing, okay? They could have been doing this for the last 10 years, whatever it is, right? It doesn't mean that they're just learning it. They could be getting, their masters in this, or just completed their masters, which is a long time to be in college and studying something. They've been doing this for a long time, and it's almost as if they don't see themselves as a professional. I don't know why I'm feeling, and why that is relevant to this reading. I don't know, but that is what feels right to me. It's almost like it's like they don't realize that they're worthy of being in front of a king, and they really only do see themselves as like an idiot or something, but they're not. They're clearly not. I don't understand. That can't be right. Why am I... But it's something to do with why they can't. I don't understand. You guys, I'm not sure. So you could know what that means. Like when you do meet them, like, oh, that makes sense or something, because they're looking for some sort of change. Maybe they're tired of maybe they've been a professional for a long time. And they actually this is their personal mission to like stop being a professional and to live the life they wanted to. Maybe this is almost like their retirement type idea where they don't want to be doing that anymore. They don't see themselves as this person anymore, this, whatever this is. Like, a jester is someone that has to do work, for a king. It's like there's something going on there. It has something to do with why they came. But I don't think I'll ever be able to figure that out. I don't know. Something. But again, you know what? We did have this secret card, so it's like whenever I get that, I know the universe it's not going to give me a full answer, right? Things are supposed to be unknown for a reason, because you're probably going to mess it up. All right, so we're going to ask, at least we're going to ask a time frame, because that's always fun, right? So when will you meet this person? When will you begin the journey, right, of the story of both of you guys? Come on. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, my goodness. All the time. The last couple times we've done this, it's been a few years. I don't know what to tell you guys. We have all these options, and it's a few years. So, yeah, I'm not sure. I feel like it has something to do with these. This is eluding me, you guys. These two right here. Maybe that's why it's going to take a while. There's some sort of mission that they actually have to do or complete, you know? And maybe that's why it's going to take a few years. Because it's not 1 year, it's going to be a few years. So you could run into each other, right? And not know, so your story won't really begin yet, okay? But your story will begin in a few years. So, I'm sorry if that, but hey, this could be good news if you're young and you're watching this. So, take it how it is, all right? Okay, and we're just gonna get one little clue about them just because I feel like it would be fun. What do we have, Benji? Come on, give us a good answer. Okay, so they were raised by a single parent. Okay, so that is a good clue to keep in mind. So when you do meet them and they're wearing all blue and you find out that they were raised by a single parent, these could be all clues, okay? So, yeah, that is, I believe that's all I have for you guys today. All right, so, thank you for watching Group 1. I appreciate it. And, if it didn't help you and it didn't resonate at all, feel free to choose another pile or watch a different reading. And thanks so much for watching, and take care of yourselves and have a good night. Hi, Group 2. Alright, let's see if your soulmate is a foreigner or not. Where do they live? Okay, yeah, so, okay, right away, I'm gonna say the answer is no. That is my very first answer, okay? We'll see if I'm wrong, but, I don't see how, because this is definitely telling me that they have never left, okay? So I feel like they live near you, and that's how you're going to meet. Only because we have, first of all, we have 1111, so that could be significant to you, okay? But right off the bat, we have happiness and contentment in their home. And then, secondly, we have the Knight of Pentacles, which is the slowest moving card. They're not even moving. They're just standing there, okay? Which means they're not moving. So, there's no movement here at all. And then we have the Emperor, which again is zero movement. So I'm feeling like, no, I don't think that they're a foreigner. I think that your soulmate is near you. Or at least in territory that is familiar to you, okay? So it doesn't mean they're in your city, but they, could be a couple 100 miles away, not a couple thousand. Okay. I'm getting a mix of everything. Alright, so we do have we have fire and then we have fire, so and Aries is the Emperor, so they could be an Aries or fire sign, right? Just in general fire. But yeah, I'm not feeling like that they're far from you at all, really. And it's a lot of yellow, right? Each card is very yellow. This one's a little more orange, but it's a lot of yellow and orange. So that could be significant to you. So they might be wearing yellow when you meet them. Something yellow, something like very obvious that it's yellow. They could drive a yellow car, something like that. Alright, let's see what else we have, because, yeah, I'm just really getting a lot of not moving energy. Oh, okay, so again, the wands. Okay, so I'm feeling fire now. Okay, a lot of fire going on. And a pentacle underneath the pentacle. So they could have some earth in there, alright? Maybe their moon sign could be earth, maybe rising. Yeah, I'm not, and that's interesting too, because it's almost like they all crisscross into this one section. It's like one block. So I feel like they're not very far from you at all. Like, it almost looks like streets, you know? It almost looks like a grid of streets, and then there's like one wand in the middle, like almost like pinpointing it, but like it's almost like there's a small radius. Like, I don't feel that they're far away from you at all, but there's no way you're gonna find them, so it doesn't really help you. It's not like you can go knocking on every door and ask if they're your soulmate. So knowing this information isn't necessarily gonna help you much. But I feel like they don't live far from you at all. I feel like the universe already kind of did that work and like really put you guys near each other already. Yeah, and I feel like this is for them because this is them like currently, right? So right now, I feel like they're looking to the future and they're trying to sort of manifest you right now. Because we have the Five of Wands, so it's like they're looking forward. It's almost like they want you to start coming. So I think they are internally preparing for you as well, you know, to like finally meet their soulmate once and for all. So I think they are doing a little bit of some work right now. Let's see what else we have. Oh, the King of Swords. Okay. Wow, a lot of royalty going on. We also have the 1111, so we have a knight, and then we have the Emperor. It doesn't get much better than the Emperor, right? And the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Wow. Yeah, this person has definitely been doing some like, remember how I said I felt like they were preparing, they're looking to the future and they're trying to somewhat like get ready for their soulmate. I think that they have been doing that in every aspect, all right? So financially, like socially, so that they're not awkward, they've made sure that they don't become a homebody and miss out on you or anything. I feel like they've been pretty aware and like subconsciously preparing for this because this is their goal. They do want to meet up and find you. And I mean, we already have, we have two kings and the emperor. I mean, the Five of Wands. I mean, this is change, okay? Any five is always going to be a lot of change as well. And they really are looking for that happiness. And I feel like they are pretty, I'm not going to say like spiritual, but I feel like they are aware of the universe and the signs that the universe gives them. Like, cause like I said, they have a lot of kings here. Okay, I do feel like they've been doing that work. They are actually. I mean, we have the emperor as well, so they've done a good job. They've done a good job of being aware of, really becoming that well-rounded person who's spiritually aware and is open to new ideas, is open to the idea of the universe and us being not individual living beings who just live and die. That something connects all of us. And I feel like this person really has, and we have the connecting here, the intersecting, right? Yeah, I feel like this person really has become worthy of being someone's soulmate, you know? But yeah, they haven't left. They're doing fine right where they are, and it happens to be right near you. So they are near you. Let's see what the angels want to say. Okay. Oh, that's weird. So it's all red and orange. And then the red here. It's like it goes in order. It's like brightest, middle orange, then red. I don't know what that means, but it's my job. That's what I do. I pick up patterns. Okay, so this is telling me that you might actually meet them through your job. Something with finances and career, okay? Something with your job. And if not job, then your personal finances. So maybe they're an attorney, something like that, okay? Something with money, which is a lot of things, but, more than just buying something. It has something to do with money. And forgiving and learning. That's interesting. So it's almost like, because we have two kings, a knight, so it's almost a king, So we're missing two kings, and we would have a complete set, including the emperor, which is pretty amazing. It's almost like they know there's like one or two more things that they need to like become perfect at. Or that they, and I want to say it's something like that. So they've done great in the money, in the, all of that aspect, the spiritual, all of that. But in the heart section, I feel like there might have been something holding them back a little bit. And so right now, like, this is what they're learning, okay, currently. They're learning to forgive, right? Something that happened. That's like the last bit of their journey. And then once they're done doing that, I feel like this is how you're going to meet them. Yeah. Because she's even like, she's searching, right? She's picking out. She's gathering and harvesting. She's picking flowers. It's gonna like almost catch you off guard a little bit. Cause see, you're by yourself in this photo. I feel like this is like you. Because it's with your section of finances and career. That's what I'm feeling that you're gonna meet them through. But yeah, I feel like that's not going to happen until they go through this last little bit, this little last test, last textbook that they got to learn and then be on their way. It's something they've got to finish. But in the meantime, they have been doing all this and a lot of manifesting. They're ready for the change. They're looking forward to the change. They're trying to finish this up and move on. Because, again, on their mind is this 1111, this contentment, okay? Wow. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay. So, wow. I like that a lot. All right, so we have hello neighbor. Interesting because, like I said, they're like not very far from you. Not very far from you at all. I don't think that they're your actual neighbor. Okay, they could be, but don't take my word for that. That'd be very ironic if it was like that, that good at telling me the future. I don't think the universe is that nice, but wow. Okay, and then we have and it's all look how like close all the little buildings are. I don't know if you guys can see that, right? Look how close they are. Okay, so again, it's almost like in the near vicinity of you, in your proximity. Then we have the time. So again, I'm seeing a little bit of time. Remember, there's something else they have to learn. And then we have stop. The stop card. So sometimes it could be like a warning, okay? Sometimes it could mean you have to slow down, you know? Or like a surprise, because there's like a deer in headlights. But really what I'm seeing is the background here, the water. It almost looks like a camping map, which is kind of weird because camping is like you're leaving, but camping is also settling down, okay, when you have a map and stuff, and then we have the stop. So it's like they're not even going anywhere. Like they could be going on a vacation, they could be whitewater rafting or something, but they're not leaving. They're not crossing the river, they're not going down the river, they're not moving to another country. They've stayed where they are. Just like a deer in headlights, you know, a deer in headlights just stays. They don't run, they just stay. I feel like this is just telling me again, they never went anywhere. Okay, we have the neighbor, and then the close proximity here with the time, a little bit of time. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty much what I'm getting from all of that. No, they're definitely not from another country. Possibly could be wearing red. Could possibly be your neighbor, but I don't think so. That'd be a little too easy, you know? Something with yellow as well. And you're gonna probably meet them through something with your career or your money. Okay? Whoa. It's the little ones, okay? It's a little wobbly. Alright. Well, right away we have the warning, the stop. So we had that stop card. That is really weird. Okay, let's see what that's about. Okay, let's see. We have O. We have a P. An A. J. And an O. Okay, so they could be initials. Let's see. I don't know. Joe. Pa. Oh, that's a J. Okay. So play around with those. Do we have any other letters? I don't think so. No. Wow, we have a lot of letters. Oh no, here's a D. It's a different one though, but there's a D. Okay, alrighty. All right, so we had that. Let's see what else we have. We have the umbrella. Okay, so that's preparing. We have the angel spirit guide charm, the star card. Awesome. Another star. Ooh, okay, we got stars everywhere. So that is a wish coming true. And we also have this spirit guide and the angels. There's something happening here. You just might not be aware of it, I guess. Because we do have the preparation too. So maybe it's your spirit guides that are preparing you. Okay. Wow, we have a lot of stuff here. All right, so the amethyst. Now this is like, uh, it's more like it amplifies mainly. That's what I've always gotten from it. It amplifies whatever you're like feeling. It is for prosperity. It's for a lot of different things, and it just helps you manifest. Okay, but it really does amplify whatever you're manifesting as well. So it could be, if you're thinking negative things, it could amplify that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this. It's just lucky. It's good to have an amethyst. So we have a lot of positive things already. Okay. We have the noisemaker. So sometimes that is the universe telling you to stop. It's trying to get, like, it's trying to give you a sign sometimes, or someone's trying to get your attention. See what else we have, but so it could be your person manifesting, or it could be you manifesting your person as well. Trying to make some noise in the universe, right? Trying to draw them in. Okay, so we have the friendship. Okay, it's almost like a drop of sunshine. That's my friendship. So you could start as friends. You could already be friends. I mean, you are from that region, so you guys could have known each other a long, long time ago. Forgot about each other and maybe come back. I don't know. But something to do with friendship. We do have the temporary fastener. Okay, so it's not permanent, but it could be like an idea that you're stuck on. You know, it's something like that where it's not a permanent situation, but you're stuck on something. Either that or your person is stuck on something. Sometimes it means cleaning up, okay, like picking up, hanging something up to dry. But I'm getting kind of like you're fastened. So again, so it's not like a major, so it could be that it's a way to tie you two together. You might have actually known each other when you were like really young children or something, and you're practically strangers, you know. But it's something that's tying you both together. Some sort of connection. It's not major, but it's some sort of connection. Yeah. Oh, we have a little piece of my garbage. My one thing broke, my little cap for my cap gun. All right. Okay. Wow, we have lots of little charms. So we have the 3 keys. So this tells me that there's been more than one chance. So again, maybe it's with this. Like you have met each other. Like the universe has put you together already, I think. There's been multiple chances where you've met. Yeah. All right, we have, so we have 3 preparation. So we have the bee with honey, okay, so it's preparing. We have the nuts, so that tells me like squirrels harvesting and collecting nuts to save for the winter. And we have this umbrella. Something is being prepared. Did we, unless it's just the universe, I think the universe is really like, because I mean, again, I do have all of these king cards, right? And I kept saying that your person is somehow well prepared to meet you. Like in their eyes, their standards, they wanted to be like this, a really good soulmate, you know? They didn't want to disappoint you. So I guess that's what that is, because I felt that strongly with the cards too. I mean, but that's a lot of preparing. I'm not sure why they are preparing so much. I mean, that's a little extreme. We have a lot of preparation going on. But a lot of manifesting and a lot of dreams, a lot of hopes here. Okay, so we have the seashell. So sometimes that goes along with other charms, like if they might seem cold or distant or have an actual, like, shell or hard exterior. But it also speaks of growth, too. Because you can actually see the growth, okay, from where it started and kept spiraling out. Like, again, I'm just feeling like this person, I don't know, unless they've made like a lot of major changes. Oh my gosh, that could be what that means. Maybe it is talking about how you guys did know each other at some point, and like you probably knew each other when you were really young. So, you know, you're all like chubby and awkward and you don't know what you're doing at all. And that could be like how you remember them and how they remember you, and then you guys might actually meet because you are in the same vicinity. And you're gonna, I feel like you're gonna be like really surprised. Like, I feel like that is really what's gonna catch you off guard or something. Like, because why does the universe keep talking about this? But yeah, because you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, this person's done so much work, like so much preparing to be like an awesome person. You can actually see like the growth that they've done. It's very obvious how much work they've put into themselves. That makes a lot more sense. I'm like, what the heck are they preparing for? I don't know. But that makes sense because it might be how you view them. Like, you view them as, oh my gosh, like you've done so much work on yourself and on your situation in your life and being an adult. You know, like you've done really well. You were actually thinking ahead. um, and this is my token for, I mean, sometimes it just means sweet, but it usually is like having your cake and being able to eat it too, right? Which I want to say the saying is originally backwards. I think it's originally supposed to say, eat your cake and have it too, you know? Because you know, you can't eat your cake and then still have a cake. And sometimes it means like you want a slice of a pie, right? You want that slice of that dream. Because my finger just kind of put it next to all these dreams and hopes, right? So is that could be again talking about your person, and it could be you. This could be like your slice of the dream, you know, that pie that you want. I'm not sure. I'm still a little thrown off by this preparation going on. And why so many dreams and hopes? You know, everybody hopes and dreams that they find their soulmate. I'm not sure why it's like so prevalent here. Unless that really is. Like maybe this person has had a crush on you for a while and you had no idea and you didn't know. And this person's been on to you that you're their soulmate for a long time and you're oblivious. And so meanwhile, they've been trying to become that person for when you finally see them for who they are. You guys, I don't know. Normally it's really pretty clear to me. That's throwing me off. A lot of these charms, I don't know, there's just a lot. It's just surprisingly a lot. We do have music, okay? So sometimes music, I want to see if this shoe stands. Oh, no, it doesn't, almost. Sometimes means actual music, right? Like they are a musician or, something like that. Or it tells me to listen to the universe's signals and its signs. Because a lot of times the universe will speak to us through music that's on around us. It's a very available medium for them to use, them, like as if the universe is more than one universe, for it to use, okay? It is. It's very available. And there's so many to choose from that there's a song for everything, right? As long as you listen. So keep your eye out for that. Keep your ear out for that. We do have the giraffe. Now, the giraffe normally just stands as a giraffe, just like that, stands for some sort of distance, okay? Some sort of distance. So, but it's a very tiny giraffe, so it's not, I don't feel like it's geographical distance. I feel like, it could be, could be a couple miles or, a couple 100 miles maybe. I don't feel like there's any more than maybe 200 miles away, and I feel like that's pretty extreme. I think they're literally like in your city or the city next to you. But yeah, there's some sort of distance, so maybe that's what I was feeling like they might be aware that that they're right for you and that you're right for them, but they just couldn't do anything about it or something. So in the meantime, they were just preparing or something, because there's distance, but it's like almost like someone's aware that there's distance. You know what I mean? Like emotional distance, if that makes sense. Like not emotional, but like awareness distance. Like I feel like you're not seeing the person correctly. I don't think that's the other way around. I think it's you, and I think this person is aware that there's a pretty big gap there where you're just not seeing them as that person, your soulmate. We have there's two fashion things that just are next to each other. We have a sewing machine. Sometimes it can stand for like vintage also, because it is like an old-timey sewing machine, but I'm more feeling like again a connection. And we do have this. There's something going on here. Why is this one so confusing to me? Because it's saying wait, maybe this is talking about your person has been waiting for you. And they've been trying to make noise, but only the way that they know how without disrupting anything. Maybe that's what this hard shell is speaking of too. It's almost like your person is hiding that from you. Wow, I'm getting a couple different stories, and I don't know, I can't make sense of them into one good story. It's just a bunch of little stories. Yeah, interesting. So, and this normally, a shoe in any way tells me, I do have a different shoe in there that is more like a fresh step, starting anew. But just a shoe in general tells me taking a step forward. So it might not be a whole new, starting a new chapter type of step, but making some sort of initiative. Putting one foot forward. So it could be your person, or it could be the universe. This one's really hard. I honestly don't have a set feeling towards this. This is odd. I hope that makes sense. We have a lot of the good luck charms, okay? The hopes and the dreams. We have preparation. Something is trying to get your attention, whether it's the universe or your person. And it could be through music, alright? Someone has been waiting, and I want to say it's your person. You too have been waiting, but this person has been waiting and watching, alright? You don't know what to watch, so you're just waiting, right? This person is pretty keen on the fact that you are right for each other. We have the friendship, but it has a bit of distance with it. And there's a couple chances that have happened already. And then some sort of like tying together, fastening something together. I'm not sure, you guys. That is the best I can do. I don't want to make up a story to make it sound and button it up all nice for you guys. This is what I have. I mean, sometimes it's more for you guys to be able to get reassurance from, because you'll know what these mean sometimes more than I do, you know? So yeah, let's do the pendulum. Let's ask the pendulum question here. Let's see if we can get one little clue about your person. So when you do meet them and stuff, what will you learn about them that will kind of help shed some light that this could be the right person? Come on. Okay, they love science. Okay. So, interesting, because yeah, I didn't really get too much about, their job or anything like that. So that is a cool clue to have. And it doesn't have to be their job, I mean, people are into science all the time. So, um, yeah, it's something to do with science. Interesting. So that might be why you're meeting them, It could be, or it'll be like one of your first, I don't know, your first conversations that'll have something to do with science. Okay, so keep that in mind. Okay. And now we're going to find out, when will your story begin? Okay, so if you do already know them, when will the story of you guys begin? Your first date, or when you first meet up again, whatever it is. What was it saying? All right, wow, we have a few days. Okay, so you could get a message, something like that. You might run into each other randomly in the middle of the street, Could get in a car accident or a fender, bump. What is that? A fender bender? That's what it's called. Something like that, like where you weren't really expecting it, because it seems pretty soon. But again, this entire reading just kind of didn't really make sense. Charms and after that, because the cards, I thought I knew what I was talking about, but not so sure about this one. So yeah, fill me in if you guys know what this stuff means, okay? Yeah, and if this didn't resonate with you at all, feel free to check out other videos or even any of the other piles in this video here. And as always, comment, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And thank you so much for watching. And hope you guys take care and have a good night. Hi, group 3. Okay, let's see if your person is a foreigner to you or not. Wow, okay. Right away, I want to say yes, that they are. This one is definitely telling me that for sure. I want to say they might have gone off on their own. I don't think that they came to your country. No, that's not true. They could have come here with their family. They do have a family here. So they could have come here when they were a child with their parents. I'm feeling like that is more likely. I feel like they may have come here when they were a child. And I feel like it might have been because of a war. Either that, okay, it might not be like an actual war going on right now or a war zone when they had left, maybe 20 years ago or something when they were a kid. But I feel like it's a place that has had a war recently. I would say within the last 60 years, okay? So there is still remnants of a war. There's still, you know what I mean? Things are still not quite back to normal. And it could have been during the war that they left. But it has something to do with the war. So I don't know if it was like ongoing when they left or if it was just, their region just never recovered from the war and they had to leave. But yeah, something to do with a war, okay. And I'm really feeling like actual war. Like, I don't think it was just like, like economic war or something like that. I feel like it was like actual war with weapons. And if they didn't come with a family, then they could have come on their own if they were old enough and met up with family in a different place. So they could have had family in another country. They left their country and came to that new country and met up with their, like, say, grandma or, aunts or uncles, something like that. And that is where you are now, too, okay? That is where you are, and then they came to you. That's what I'm feeling. It's interesting because I was expecting to have one of them where you were the foreigner. You were the one that went to another country. I just assumed that would be one of the answers, but none of those came up. It seems like your person is the one coming to you. Alright, let's see what else we have here. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so that makes sense either way. So if they came here as a child, or if they came here on their own, either way, they're gonna, when they first came, and I feel like, because this is kind of current, okay? I feel like they still do feel kind of like an outsider. I don't think they ever really felt like they fit in to your country, where you're from, okay? They came to you, your country, and I feel like to this day, they still don't actually feel like they fit in. And that would make more sense with the story if they did come and met up with distant relatives or something, because they're not going to know their family right away. They're in another country, I feel like they never really, they don't feel like they actually belong where they are. But then we have a celebration, okay? So it looks like they might have recently found like a group of people somewhere that they feel like they belong, maybe, people that speak the same language if they're not very good at the language that you speak where you're from. But I feel like they found some sort of group to belong to, or they will, really recently, and that could be how you guys might meet. Any type of social gathering tells me that that's a possibility that you guys could be meeting in that way, Then we have the Five of Swords. Cool. Okay, so fives are always numbers of change, okay, no matter what. So I feel like they, because it has to do with decision, Five of Swords. They might have done this on their own. They might have left their home country on their own and, like I said, moved out. And they could have moved because they dream of this scenario. Maybe they didn't meet up with family, and maybe they did honestly come to your country on their own. right? And they just feel left out, and they are looking and hoping for this scenario somewhere that they belong. And I mean, I'm feeling like they have or they will very soon find where they belong. So that could be you. You could be one of these people depicted, right? Maybe you'll be in that group that meets up with this person. Because this, like I said, could be their hope. This is what they came there for, you know? And this is them making that decision to come searching for this. And they haven't found it yet, but they're hopeful, you know? It's better than where they came from, in their mind, you know? But yeah, this Three of Cups is currently happening or is about to. So I feel like things are about to change kind of soon. Okay. Healing family issues. Worth waiting for. Okay. Healing family issues. Like I said, something with this family is I was feeling with distant relatives, you know, or like I'm not. It could be a possibility that they came here with their parents as a young child, but I quickly felt like that wasn't right. So maybe that is why. I feel like maybe they did leave their family behind, you know, or a lot of their family behind. And it caused a lot of distance. Not on purpose, but because there's actual geographical distance, you know, and communication distance. And so maybe they're trying to, deal with that right now as well. Because I feel like that's really what they're craving is a connection. They really just don't have a connection. There's not even a person with them. They're not even miserable with someone, you know? They're all alone. That's interesting because then the last 3 cards, you know, after that is depicting multiple people. So it's like it is going to end, and you might be one of those people in this group. That could be how you meet them. I'm not positive, but at least it's changing for them. And so obviously that's how they're going to meet you is through meeting people, which, you know, leads to meeting even more people. So yeah, I feel like this isn't going to last long for them. Something's going to change. And worth waiting for, which is interesting. So that is I feel like that's more for you. You know, this whole time, you know, you've been looking for somebody near you and in the dating scene or whatever, and all this time they were, you know, dealing with this, and they were coming from a completely different place. They were nowhere even near you when you were looking for them, you know, this whole time. But I feel like their journey lands them near you. But I don't know how, you know, I don't know if it's through their job or if it's through friends or something, and that's how you guys meet, but I mean, it's through people, but I don't know what group of people. Okay. Okay, so we have the map, first of all. Okay. It's a whole globe here. The lotus flower, which is of change. So this definitely tells me that yes, they have traveled to get to where you are. Okay, so again, yes, they are most likely a foreigner. We have the steps here, okay? It's almost like steps. It's the calendar days. So it's telling me that there are, just take it day by day. That's what your person has done as well. Down here we have a little house with a little cloud above it. A little bit of blue sky. I feel like this is what, again, your person, this is a 10 of cups. Like, you can't really get any better than that. That's what they have in mind. That is what they want. That is their biggest dream ever. Is to be content and safe and happy with their own family in a cozy little house. Simple. That's literally all they really want. And just be completely happy with what they've been given. And we have the turtle, which, like I said, I don't know why, but I was thinking like it's gonna take some time. I didn't know why I was really saying that, because they still are going through something. And then we have the worth waiting for. So it's like, I don't think that you're done waiting. I think it's going to take a little bit longer. We do have the tortoise, okay? It's a slow creature. It's not much we can do about that, you know? We do have 5 stars, so that is the Hierophant, so that is good. Number 5. So it has to do with faith. It has to do with contracts, so it could be a soul contract that you have with this person. They are your soulmate. But I do like the steps. It's like it's telling you things are in order, okay? This person did have a lot of steps to take to even get to where you are, right? Physically get to you. Nevertheless, mentally, right? And spiritually, I mean, they first have to be even near you. So yeah, it's taken a while, and it is acknowledging that, all right? But it is acknowledging the distance that had to be traveled, okay? But it's coming, okay? The turtle isn't sleeping. It's on its way. It's just a little slower than you would like, you know? Let's see what charms, have to say. What do we have? A D, an S, an X, an N, and a T. Okay. So, interesting. We have 6. SEX could be in there. NT, DS. It could be your ex, but I don't think so. I don't think that you guys know each other. Alright, so it could be initials, could have something to do with their city they live in, the street they live on, something like that. Something you'll find out about them. Could be your initials as well, somewhere in there. Okay. We have this, which is kind of pointing like, what, northeast? So they could be from the northeast, or that is where they traveled, and that could be where you are. So something about the northeast. We do have this little marble here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're just gonna leave that there. But that is my, it's for daydreams. So either you are daydreaming about meeting this person, it's been on your mind a little bit, or they are daydreaming of you or their idea of you, okay? So you, pretty much, because you are going to be their soulmate, their ideal soulmate. So they are daydreaming about you, and probably that does make sense because we did get a couple of these cards, right, where they really are looking for this all-around contentment, this happiness. They want that, just the cozy home life, right? So I do feel like that is what they're daydreaming about. Okay, so Oh, interesting. This is like stuck together. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is death. Okay. So something is gonna end. And then we have the new love. So this is like new love, okay? Because we have growth. Okay. So something is ending either for you or for your person or simultaneously both of you at the same time during your own journey. And it's going to bring you to this love, this new love, some sort of ending. So it could be, for them, it could be the ending of this feeling left out, okay? And that could be it. Maybe it is, because after that, following was the Three of Cups, some sort of celebration or a get-together. So that could be how, that get-together, this Three of Cups could be what brings you guys together. All right, what else do we have here? Okay, all right. So we have my biography. We have the worry doll. A surprise. A maple leaf. And, okay, so extinguishing something. So some sort of problem getting solved. Okay. Wow. Okay, so I feel like this death card is what is on this person's mind. They're worried, okay? They're feeling left out in the cold. There's going to be some sort of surprise. I feel like it has to do with this. They're not going to be expecting, like, I feel like they've been so in this card for so long, this Five of Pentacles, that they're really not expecting much to change anytime soon. And so they've gotten used to just daydreaming, right? But something's going to happen. Some sort of surprise is going to happen, and it's going to extinguish those flames. Something. And it's something that's right beneath their feet. Yeah, okay, this leaf, the leaf could mean a lot of things, like, it could mean fall, okay, just the simple season of fall. It could mean that, like, this death card, right? So, because sometimes I do pair it with that when I get a death card, because it does mean that something's preparing to end. Something is at its end of its cycle. It's not quite dying, right? But a lot of trees and plants do die. A lot of them are only annuals, okay? So fall is the time of when things start to die back. So this could be like a slow ending. So I don't know. I'm not sure, because then we do have the surprise as well. But they're definitely worried about not fitting in. That's really what I'm feeling like. Because we do have the My Biography. So I feel like they're really in their head right now, right? Something's going to surprise them. I feel like it is this. This is what it is. So I feel like right now things aren't really going so great for them. But it is going to end, and I feel like things are slowly kind of dying down. But then they're going to be surprised that because of that, because something fell away, something they were working on or something, it brings this new love. It brings you into the picture, and that is not what they're expecting at all. They're not expecting that at all. They've been so worried about their life, trying to stay on track, trying to, get to where they want to be. They really have this daydream of this. This is what is on their mind. But I feel like it just hasn't happened for so long that they're just honestly not expecting you at all. But you guys are gonna meet. You really are. And again, we have like, it's almost like it stays and then it grows. So it's gonna stay, it's like you're gonna meet because we do have this, remember? And the worth waiting for. So I think you are gonna meet, but it is gonna take a minute to become really like, you know, true love, to where you guys are aware that you guys are actual soulmates, you know? And it might even be, there could be like a communication barrier as well. That could be why they feel so lonely. They just don't really speak the native language that well. Okay? So that could be what kind of stops it from, you know, really taking off right away. But it will. Okay, let's get the pendulum. We're gonna see when the story of you guys begins, okay? Come on. Wow, okay, this week. So you might run into them this week. You might be introduced to them this week, something like that. Where it's not going to be right away, because remember, it is worth waiting for, so it might be a little slow. It might be slow going at first, okay? We got a couple slow cards. So, yeah, don't expect it to really take off, but this week, okay, so, you know, within the next 7 to 10 days, um, I feel like you are going to either be introduced to them, you might run into them, something like that. But you are going to cross paths during this next upcoming week. Interesting. Okay. We have one more. All right. Okay, let's see what little clue the universe wants to give you. So when you do meet them next week, maybe this will pop up and you can have a little clue to go off of. Come on. Okay. All right, are we there? Okay. Oh, is an artist. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good trait to be able to look out for. You know, either you're an artist or you're not. You know what I mean? Um, I guess you could doodle and stuff, but I wouldn't consider that an artist. You know? So that is a good clue. Because, you know, other ones are like love science and stuff, which could be a lot of people, but is an artist is a pretty good clue. So yeah, if they're artistic and they do something with a medium in art, that would be considered an artist. So yeah, keep your eye out for that. That is awesome. All right, you guys, so that is what I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff helps me a whole bunch. And I hope you guys take care and have a good night.